Hey everybody, how you doing? Your boy Tony from Cali once again. Broadcasting, not broadcasting. Broadcasting, not broadcasting. Hey everybody, how you guys doing? Welcome to the Ampex Bro-Pex studio, virtual studio. I say that again. The Ampex Bro-Pex studio, virtual studio. Keep forgetting virtual. Virtual means, hey, this does not really exist, but I put it together. Hope you guys enjoy it. Ampex was the leading professional broadcast company that provided broadcast equipment back in the 80s, okay? I'm just keeping it real. They started way back in the 50s, sometime around 56 or something like that. You can look up the history. But in the 80s, everybody wanted Ampex, okay? Everybody wanted Ampex for their television stations and things like that. All the news television stations, they wanted Ampex equipment, Ampex recorders, from quad recorders, which is the big 2-inch video reel-to-reel recorders, to the portable units that they had. I think it was like 1-inch portable recorders that came out. Ampex was the leading company, and later on, other companies started to copy. We got Sony coming up later on with professional broadcast equipment. Let me think. I can't even think of all the names right now, but all the other companies started to kind of copy after that. Panasonic, they started copying later on, but Ampex was the leading company back in the day for professional equipment. It was very, very expensive too. I don't want to get into the prices, but the cameras were, you probably spend about $50,000 for a camera back then or more. Same thing with the, let me think, what other company? Ikegami. We're going to talk about Ikegami too. We're going to put, this is mainly dedicated to Ampex, but Ikegami was another leading company when it came to broadcast. They provided mainly cameras. Ikegami provided cameras. And then of course, Sony provided a lot of the recorders later on. A lot of the Beta SP recorders and things like that. Beta SP, Beta Cam, Digicam, all those were Sony later on. And then Panasonic copied, and they call their stuff DVC Pro and DV Cam and all that other stuff. So do the history on it. It's a lot of competition. It wasn't in the beginning though. In the beginning it was Ampex, read my lips, Ampex. So this video is dedicated to Ampex, but we decided to make it Bro-Pex because Ampex does not exist anymore. I can't find any Ampex equipment on eBay. If it is, it's very expensive, too expensive for me. So I decided to put together this virtual studio, and we call it the Bro-Pex studio, okay? It's the Bro-Pex audio, visual, digital studio with the ADO. I finally got my ADO. Everybody wants to know, what is ADO? ADO stands for Ampex Digital Optics. I'll say that again, Ampex Digital Optics. And I just want to say that, hey, that's what I'm doing right now. You see me back here in the virtual studio. I just kind of like put it together real quick. I've been wanting to make this video for a while. Actually, I did this, I created this virtual studio probably almost a month ago, and I just haven't had a chance to put it together. So now we're making the video. I hope you guys enjoy it. And we're in 2024. So this is 2024. I haven't made too many videos in 2024. I think this is probably the second video that I made in 2024, if I've made any at all. I think I may have posted some screenshots of something or whatever, but this is my major video for 2024. And this is dedicated to Ampex. Ampex, look that name up, Ampex. Ampex, and what you see in this camera, in this video, is the Bro-Pex studio, because we don't have Ampex anymore. So I decided, hey, my brother got to do what he got to do. I'm on a budget. I don't have any Ampex equipment. So I said, hey, we're going to call it Bro-Pex. Bro-Pex Digital Video Studio. Okay? So check it out and enjoy it. The Bro-Pex studio. Bro-Pex. We're still using Ampex equipment in the background. Okay? And maybe some in the foreground too as well. So the ADO stands for Ampex Digital Optics, which was their computer. Basically, it was a computer that did all the digital effects. Everybody wanted an ADO, and it was like, I don't have an ADO. I wish I had an ADO. Oh, ADO is too expensive. ADO is gonna cost you about $30,000. I'm talking like that. Sorry, I'm talking like that because it's just funny when you watch the commercials. I'll put some of the commercials up too, kind of showing that. But everybody wanted to go, man, I can't afford an ADO. ADO is about $100,000. They had different they had different versions. ADO this, ADO 100, ADO 1000. Then they had an ADO 2000. Then I think they had an ADO 3000. They had so many different ADOs, and they were so expensive. So only the news stations, news professional networks had these type of effects, and probably a lot of churches back in the day, the big mega churches and things like that, they probably had ADO. Okay, so now I finally got my ADO. We're gonna call it a Brodeo. Sound like a rodeo, huh? A Brodeo instead of ADO. I don't, because it's Bro-Pex now. It ain't Apex no more. It's Bro-Pex. So I finally got my Brodeo. Does that sound right? Anyway, so that would be Brodeo would be Bro Digital Effects. Brodeo, yeah, because I put the D in there. Bro Digital Optics. I don't really like the optics. It should be E. A Brody E. Let's call it a Brody E. A Brody E, yeah, we'll probably put that in the title. A Brody E instead of a ADO. I don't got an ADO, but I got a Brody E. And a Brody E would be Bro Digital Effects. Okay. And nowadays, with the effects, instead of having an ADO, which would have cost you $30,000 to $100,000 or more, all you gotta do is use your laptop. So I'm keeping it real. Your laptop, you can get a lot of digital effects. I'm actually right now recording in OBS. I'm keeping it real. I'm recording in OBS, and all I'm using is a GoPro camera, 2000. I think it was 2016 model that was donated to me. I didn't even pay for it. Thank you. Thank you for my boy who donated to me. My boy Harry O in Vegas. He donated this camera to me. He actually shipped it out to me. Thank you. Got it for my birthday when I turned 58. So that was 2 years ago, because I'm 60 now. So he donated this camera to me, and this is a GoPro 6, and I'm recording not on the memory card inside the camera. The internal memory, I'm not recording. I'm not just using the optics. I'm just using the lens, the actual camera, and it's going into OBS. I'm using OBS, and I'm using my basic laptop. Okay, I got a little HP laptop over here, and that's why I'm looking down, because I can see myself. That's my monitoring system, and I'm recording everything right now at my dad's house in the prayer room. We call this the prayer room. I just threw some green screen up. I got a bunch of wrinkles and stuff. I didn't even try to straighten it out. I'm sitting actually in the chair that he sits in all the time and does his praying. This is the prayer room. So I'm sitting in the prayer room right now, but I'm able to give you that illusion that I'm in my digital studio, my Bro-Pex with my Brodeo or Brody E digital effects and so forth. Okay, so once again, this video is for Ampex. I love you out there, Ampex. I love you. A tribute to Ampex. Ampex had a lot of equipment. I put a lot of Ampex images in the background, some in the foreground or whatever. The reel-to-reels, the ADOs, the VTRs, which was a VTR, I think it was a VTR 300 or something. It was very expensive digital video recorders. That's 2 on each side of me. Yeah, a lot of stuff. And then, of course, the Ampex cameras. Right above me, you see the Ampex cameras, okay? We got the Ampex BCC 20 or something like that. And the other BCC, I don't know what, I can't remember the model numbers, but check them out. These are the two Ampex cameras right above me. And yes, Ampex. Ampex, this whole video is about Ampex. It's basically my tribute to Ampex, because nobody don't know who Ampex is anymore. I'm gonna post some other Ampex commercials today. Today is Sunday, and we're gonna probably post this video over and over and over as well. So you'll be seeing it. You might not see it on Sunday. You might see it on different days, but who cares? It's February the 25th, I believe. February the 25th, 2024. And that's when we're making this video. And we're gonna continue. We'll probably post it some other time so that you get able to see what's going on. But this is about Ampex, my tribute to Ampex. Ampex was the leading broadcasting company that sold professional broadcasting equipment. They actually started off with audio, I believe it's audio recorders back in the 50s or something like that, like 1956 or something like that. So they started off doing the audio recorders, and then they later went into video, and they were the leading company. If anybody wanted anything back in the 70s or 80s, it was Ampex. You had to have big pockets. You had to have big pockets. And now you can do all that, what? On a laptop with OBS. Wow. So this is an educational video too as well. I try to educate a lot of people that want to get into video or want to make YouTube videos or whatever kind of video you want to make. You don't need a whole lot of equipment. Once again, I'm recording right now with a GoPro 6 hooked into a capture card, a little $7 capture card. I think it was $7.99 or something like that. $7.99 that I got from like China. Actually, I got it on eBay. You can get them on eBay. You can just type in capture card, HDMI capture card, and you're able to plug your HDMI. You got to get an HDMI cable, a little HDMI cable that comes out of the GoPro micro HDMI cable, and you plug it into a capture card, and then the capture card goes into your laptop. And then you're able to record with OBS. You don't have to have, even if you have a camera, a lot of times people have a camera and the memory card doesn't record. You might have an error or something like that. You can still have a clean output. You want a clean output. So certain cameras will do it, certain cameras won't. Most of your newer cameras will do it, I believe. But you got to check into that to decide what camera you want to use. Well, I'm using a GoPro 6. A GoPro 5 you could use too. You don't have to have a GoPro 6. You can get a GoPro 5. Or you can get any camcorder, older camcorder. A lot of little Sony action camcorders. Those will work as well. Panasonic, JVC, whatever. Okay, enough of that. All you need is a laptop and a small camera. Or even if you don't want to use OBS, you can just record straight into your camera. So if you got a little flip out camera, or going back to the phone, you can just use your cell phone. Do the same thing I'm doing right now. You don't have to have OBS. If you do want to do a chroma key, and that's what we're doing right now, chroma key, I got a green screen behind me. That's what's giving me the illusion of the Ampex Studio. Then you're going to need some type of software. Maybe there's an app on your phone where you can cut out all the green. A lot of people are using apps on their phones now. I don't really use phones that much. I used to use phones a lot back in the day. But if you had and you don't have to have an iPhone 15. We're going to talk about that too, technology. You do not have to have an iPhone 15. You can have I got an old iPhone that I use sometime. I haven't used it in years actually, but I might pull it out like an iPhone 7 and it'll still do the job. Okay. Or Android. I got some Android phones too. I got like a LG. I got a real nice LG phone back from like 3-4 years ago that has very, very good picture, but I messed up the audio jack. That's another whole long story. I messed the audio jack up. I had some headphones plugged into it and then I dropped the phone and the headphone jack broke off inside the phone, so I don't get audio. So I can't plug up an external microphone. Okay. So anyway, that's the education for today. I'm not going to make this video too long. I do want to talk about technology for a minute. Got some things on my mind. Once again, tribute to Ampex. I love you, Ampex. Thank you, Ampex, for providing us with professional broadcast equipment back in the 70s and 80s. Ampex, A-M-P-E-X, Ampex. And now we are in the Bro-Pex virtual studio, okay? We've passed the Ampex time. Ampex gave us all this great equipment, but very expensive. And now we moved into Bro-Pex. Bro-Pex is a GoPro and a laptop, or even something more simple than that. A cell phone. That's all you need nowadays. A cell phone and an app. That's Bro-Pex. Okay. Enough of that. Now on the serious side, a lot of new technologies coming out. We got cyber trucks. Okay. We got the Cybertruck by Tesla. Talked about that a little bit. Very nice. It looks cool. Would I want one right now? Not really. The reason why is because the time that we are living in right now, and I'm going to talk about that. A lot of people don't want to hear about this. The time that we're living in right now is a very bad time. And when I say that is there's a lot of crime. There's so much crime. There's so many people getting their lives taken and things like that, and getting robbed and all that kind of stuff. And we live in a time where, having a lot of nice things is not the greatest thing to do now. Driving around in your nice Cybertruck, going to your nice home, you got your nice Rolex watch on, and you got your Cybertruck, and now we're going to talk about, Apple Pro Vision. Is that what they call it? Apple Vision Pro? Apple Vision Pro, Apple Pro Vision, whatever. You got your big goggles on with your Cybertruck, and you're driving home, or you're driving to the mall, or you're driving to Starbucks. You are a target. You are a target. So I'm putting that out there. And the reason I say that is because I am an independent journalist, okay? WBN, okay, World Broadcast News. I'm an independent broadcaster, an independent journalist, okay? World Broadcast News, I report the news every day. If you look at my page, some of you guys are going to be going to my page today. Some of you guys are going to be going to my page throughout the weeks. You'll see a lot of stories that I don't necessarily cover, but I post these stories. And these stories are coming from all around the world. I don't care whether it's in Philadelphia, whether it's in LA, whether it's in, I don't care where it's coming from, Ohio. I'm going to be posting stories, and I post a lot of stories where there's a lot of tragic things that are happening. You know, sometimes I might post some interesting technology stories as well, but I'm posting a lot of things where people are just not being aware of what's going on. You know, they're not aware of their surroundings. They're not aware of what they're doing. People are getting robbed. Stores are going out of businesses. They're going out of business. It's just a very bad time right now. A lot of crime. I'm here in Sacramento right now. A lot of stores are shutting down. Downtown is looking pretty grim. I don't even go downtown. I went downtown one day and I had to take care of some business, and I was like, wow, it's scary down here. I felt like I was in Gotham, the city of Gotham. I don't know if that's a real city or not, you know, where Batman, you know, the city of Gotham. It looked like that. It was just everything was real dark and it was dull. It might just been a dull day or whatever, like a rainy day or whatever, but it wasn't raining, but it was like, and all I saw was just people hanging out. A lot of homeless people, but there was a lot of people that they'll come up to you and want to stab you with a knife. A lot of people that were just on drugs. A lot of people that are they want to come up. They're in this come up mode. They don't care who you are, whether you're an elderly person, a young person. You know, they don't care. So we're living in a time right now where show off time. Hey, I know how it is. When I was in my 20s, I used to like to show off, have my cars. I had the hydraulics on my cars, and I had my rims all shined up and all these things. And these are things that I enjoyed in my 20s, but no, those days are over as far as I'm concerned. And for my own personal life, driving around in a Cybertruck, hey, I think it'd be cool, it'd be great, but you got to watch your surroundings. You really got to watch your surroundings. Where are you going to drive around in the Cybertruck with your cyber goggles on? Call them cyber goggles. Okay, so going back to the Cybertruck, no, I don't have a Cybertruck, but I do have a cyber camera. Okay, we might put that up in the video. Maybe I'll put it up here, screenshot it, whatever. Cyber cam. I don't have a Cybertruck, but I have a cyber cam, and I'm going to talk about the cyber cam. The cyber cam, the JVC cyber cam, bam. I was going to modify it and build it into a car, and I still may do that in one of my next videos. But I have the cyber cam, which is the small JVC camera. And then there's a Panasonic camera out there that looks kind of like the Cybertruck a little bit. So I'm going to try to merge those together. I'll probably do a little Photoshop picture of that and make something out of it, maybe a spaceship or something. But the Panasonic, there's a Panasonic camera. It's not called Cybercam, but the JVC cameras were called Cybercam. They had several versions of the Cybercam. I only have one right now. Actually, I have two. No, I have one. I have one Cybercam, and then I got a DVE JVC that looks like the Cybercam, but they didn't call it the Cybercam. Anyway, so I don't have a Cybertruck, but I have a Cybercam, and we're talking about back in like 1998, 2000, somewhere around there. Okay, so I'm keeping it real, and I'm happy with that. And that's what this video is about: being happy with, you know, having what you have, being happy with what you have. I don't care if you got a Cricket. I used to tease Richard T. Yeah, it's going out to you too, Richard T. My buddy Richard T. in Vegas. I used to tease my buddy Richard T. about his Cricket phone all the time. I said, man, you better get you a Samsung or something, man. I think he had a Samsung phone or something, but it was Cricket. It was the company Cricket. I used to tease him about Cricket. I said, you better get AT&T or T-Mobile or something. That Cricket junk ain't working good, bro. I used to tease him about that, but going back and saying all this, it was just a joke. It doesn't matter what you have. You can tease me on what I have. I may go out and shoot some video next week with my Magnavox camera. I'm keeping it real. I got Magnavox, I got Zenith, I got a lot of cameras that are old cameras that are small looking pieces of plastic. I got some Canon cameras. I got a couple Canon, I think the UHC camera or the HC, I don't know, I can't remember. But I got some Canon cameras that are 8mm cameras. They're cool. Do they work any good? Do they work good? No, not really. But I might modify them and do some stuff to it and have some fun with it. It's not about what you have. It's about using what you have. If you got a Cricket phone and you're making a video right now on your Cricket phone and you got it hooked up and you want to do some green screen on it, download the proper app and go ahead and do what you got to do. Or use OBS and use your little laptop or whatever you got and make it work. So that's what I'm making this video all about, to kind of let you know, use what you have and don't buy into everything that's out there. You don't need a Cybertruck to drive down the street. You don't need a Cybertruck to go to church. I just took my dad to church a little while ago. I didn't take him to church in a Cybertruck. I got a Ford, what is my car? I don't even get into cars anymore. It's just a little Ford SUV, older, 2004. There's not no new stuff. 2004, and it don't really matter to me. I don't care if it was a station wagon. It could be a 1978 station wagon. Actually, I do want a station wagon, but yeah, they're hard to get now because they're collectibles. I would like to get me. I had a 1978 Oldsmobile back in the day, and I would love to get like a 1985 station wagon with wood grain. Yeah, why not? Okay, and the thing about it is, I'm OG. You see, I'm OG, so I could do that and get away with it. I can drive an old station wagon. I'm not trying to impress anybody. I don't care. And when you don't care, you just get to the point in life where you understand that you got to look at the pattern of what's going on. I don't need a Cybertruck with the new Apple Vision Pro glasses on where I can't see anything. And I'm looking at all these apps popping all up and multiple screens, and I'm in a virtual world, and I drive and I run somebody over. No, you don't need that. So that's another thing. You're not supposed to be driving with that Apple Pro Vision thing anyway, but people are doing it. So anyway, enough of that. One other thing I will tell you about this Apple Pro Vision thing, I will talk about that. I just kind of wanted to elaborate on that a little bit because I've been putting that out a little bit. They got Apple, I think Apple glasses and stuff that are coming out too. That's going to be probably pretty neat. Some of the stuff is pretty neat. I think it's cool to have it. You know, if you can afford it. That's $3,500. No, I don't think it's going to work for me. But a lot of guys are getting it because they want to jump on the bandwagon. They want to be the first to have the product and that type of thing. And I heard a lot of people are returning the product right now, and they're saying that they're having issues with it because people are getting headaches and they're getting kind of sick on that. So I don't know. I'd say wait a while. Wait to the second, third generation. If you want to get something like that, wait for the price to drop down a little bit. You don't have to get it at $3,500. You know, like I said, unless you got to have it and you got the money to do that. The other thing I'm going to talk about is it reminds me of the movie, the 1999 movie, Revelation. It was called Revelation, the 1999 movie Revelation. And it got to do with putting the goggles on and waiting for the day of wonders. And the day of wonders was when everybody was handing out these goggles to people for free. And you had a choice. Once you put the goggles on, then you would see Satan in the goggles, or the Antichrist. And he would tell you, take the mark. You would take his mark. And if you didn't take his mark, which was the 666, everybody knows about that. You take the mark or you die. So you put the goggles on, you had a choice. But he had a enticement. So you take the mark, you could have anything you want. You could kind of have everything you want. Riches. You could have, you know, if you were handicapped and you couldn't walk, now you can walk. If you couldn't see and you were blind, now you would be able to see. And, you know, it was kind of interesting because, you know, if you watch the movie, there was a actor in there and he wasn't able to walk. So then when he took the mark, he was able to walk, but his spirit changed. He was kind of demonic. You know, he was kind of evil. He had a sister. He wanted to shoot his sister. It was crazy. And then the woman, she was blind and she was able to see, and she was just kind of, her spirit just changed. Her attitude changed. Okay. So it reminds me of that movie. I'm not saying that the Apple Vision is related to that or anything like that, but it's just, you know, I looked at a lot of the advertisements and it was like, you know, hey, in this virtual world, you can kind of get away from everything and you can do what you want and you can, you know, just feel really relaxed. And now you can be on the moon and you can be wherever you want to be and all this. You don't need to do that. I pray. That's how I relax. I pray, and I believe in prayer as my main relaxing mode. When I go to bed, pray. I'm thankful to be alive. Thankful to be breathing another day. Thankful to be on this earth for 60 years. I'm thankful for a lot of things. You know, a lot of people can't do a lot of things that I'm able to do. I can walk, talk, see, create, you know, so I'm thankful for all these gifts that I have. And the things that I do pray, people say, well, what do you pray for? I'm not praying for riches. I did back in the day. I used to say, I want to have a new car. I want to have this. I want to have a big house. I don't think those are the things that we're supposed to pray for, to be honest with you. I think we're supposed to pray for the things that God is providing for us that he wants us to have. And I'm talking about, you want to be healthy. Pray to be healthy. Pray to be able to have your eyes and your ears and your limbs, and you pray for Holy Spirit. Pray to have that, to be righteous. That's what I pray for. I pray to be righteous, to be holy, to be humble. I pray for those things. I don't pray for materialistic things. And I used to. I'll keep it real. I used to, and I don't think that's wrong. I actually think that's wrong. And I think a lot of people get kind of confused. The prosperity praying, praying for abundance, praying for this and praying for that and security. Because we're living in a world right now where a lot of that's going to be taken away from a lot of people. And then they're going to be blaming God. And it's not, I'm not blaming God. I'm thanking God. I'm thanking him that I'm able to wake up on a beautiful day today. I'm thanking him that I can enjoy my life and make videos and whatever it is. I'm not trying to blame God, but a lot of people are going to be blaming God. I was actually, I guess I'm gonna have to edit this video. I'm recording in OBS, but I was gonna put the background in while I was recording, and I didn't do that. So I'll probably have to either re-record it in OBS with the background keyed in, or I'll probably, I'm probably going over a lot of people's head, or I'll just do what I normally do. Take this clip and then put it into a timeline in another editing program like Sony Vegas. I use Sony Vegas, by the way. Yeah. Anyway, sorry to get off track there, but that's what I wanted to talk about, is praying for, I don't pray for materialistic things. I pray for health, not wealth. I pray for health, not wealth, but to be taken care of. So that's why I'm going to go back to this too at the end of here. Hey, if you guys want to donate, don't hate, don't wait, donate. Don't hate, don't wait, donate. That's my slogan. And I say that because a lot of people have helped me out. I tell people that I try to do the best I can. I don't gamble anymore. I used to gamble back in the day. I used to always want to hit it big and be able to do this and do that and bless. Maybe I might have wanted a Cybertruck back in the day, but I don't think about that anymore. I wanted an RV too. I wanted to get an RV, but I don't even think about that anymore. It was a lot of RVs. I used to go look at RVs all the time. I used to love those RVs. But Cybertrucks, RVs, I get probably an RV over a Cybertruck, to be honest with you, because I don't keep up with the trend of what everybody else is doing. There's a lot of new cameras out there. There's a lot of new technology, a lot of new glasses. They call them AR glasses. Check it out. AR glasses with augmented reality. That's what AR stands for. Augmented reality, where you can pop up different screens and do all kinds of stuff. It's pretty cool. Some of the stuff is really cool. I wouldn't mind having a pair of AR glasses, but I'm not going to let the glasses take over me, take over my life. And I tell that to a lot of people. Your Cybertruck, your Tesla, it's not wrong having things. Just don't let things have you, including money. A lot of people have money takes over them. Gambling takes over people. Their urges, all our urges and all our things that we want, our desires, can get to the point where it's taking over you. So my goal is to stay humble, to stay holy, to stay righteous with the Lord. And that's why I'm making this video. So I just wanted to get it out, let everybody know, my goal is to be a humble, holy, happy servant of the Lord. A humble, holy, happy servant of the Lord, doing his work. And if I can make a video every now and then and throw in some stuff and tell you guys about some technology and help out somebody in making a video or something, that's what I'm going to do. And that's pretty much it. So I love you guys. Peace and love. And once again, don't hate, don't wait, donate. $Tony Mcdew, because I love you. And we out.